Then after creating this file, you can now go ahead and add the CSS styles that you want to add. And how do you add it? So you can start by typing maybe the header one. How do you want to style them? You want maybe to add the background color to be maybe aquamarine or red or whatever color you want, and you maybe want to style all the paragraphs, okay, all the paragraphs to have text, to have the color or the text color of what? Text color of maybe um, let's use chocolate text color. And maybe you want to have um, you want to add another style here, padding. You want to make sure the padding from the left is 16 pixels. Now when you save this, you have just created a CSS file, but now to be able to apply this style in the navbar component, you must come and import this file here. Alright, so you come and import. And what are we importing? So we want to import navbar dot css, and then we save that. So after saving it, you can see now the style has been applied to your page. So all the headings, they now have a background, and all the paragraph text is now in this color. But this is not the style that we want. The style that we want to modify this header so that it can have some nice arrangement on the top here. And we can go back again to this navbar.css and create the code that will apply that style to the header. To avoid wasting of time in thinking about the code and all that, I have created this code here, which I call it header style.css. So let me get a glimpse of this code by copying it. Then I want to paste it here. So when you look at this code here, we have said that we have a class called navbar basic, which is assigned a background color and padding of this. We have a class navbar which has this styling. It has the padding, the margin, the gap, the display, the list styling, and we have all this style that we have applied here. I want to assume the reason I'm doing this is because I want to believe you have an understanding of CSS. You have a basic knowledge on CSS. So when I save this, and here it is already imported, you can see now the styling has been applied. Now we have our navbar arranged very nice on the top here, top center. So that's how you apply the CSS styles to your components. So what you do, you simply create another file like the way we've created here, navbar.css. You write all the CSS styles that you want to write. Then after that, you come and link it to your component, the one that you want to style, and you link it by only importing it like this. Once it is imported, the styles in it will automatically apply on this component here. It will automatically apply on this component. So let's say we want to create another style for the footer component. So we can create a different file called footer CSS. Then after creating that file, we come in the footer uh, component and we import that file, and once it is imported, the styles in that file will automatically apply on the footer component. Alright, so that is how we apply the CSS style. Another method we can apply the CSS style is by, instead of creating a separate file, we can use the inline. Inline, which means that you are writing the CSS style within the same file where there is a component file. So for example here, I could come in the navbar, and within this div element, I could say I want to add the style. So if I want to add the style inline, I will use the attribute style. Then within these brackets, I have another bracket, curly brackets, and let me say I want to add the background. Background color, and the background color, I give it the value. I want the background color to be blue, for example. So when I save this, you can see now the background color of this top navigation bar becomes a blue. Then I can add and say maybe the text color. How do we add the text color? I can say color. Is it a question? So you have color here. Color is white, so that it becomes more visible. It does not apply it. Refresh. Or is it text color? Let me try text color. Or we could put another style within this link and say style color white. Let me save that. Yeah, now it appears there. So we can add the same style here. Copy that, and within the link we have style attribute, and again within this link we have the style attribute. So let me remove the first color attribute, save it, and you can see now you have that kind of styling. So these are two ways in which you can add styles to your React component. You can use the inline the way we have used this way, writing the styles using the style attribute within the same code where there is a component code, or you can create a separate file and then you link it this way. So which one is better? The one that is better is where we are having separate file for CSS code. Why is it better? Is because it allows you to create separate file for CSS, so that you don't have to mix CSS code with HTML code and JavaScript code all in one place. So you are able to separate concerns, and therefore your code is more easier to read and so easier to debug. So I will pause here and give room for questions in case you have a question to ask before we proceed to the next concept. In case you have a question.